Land sighted, milady. I think it's the island.
Very well, Parker. Have they contacted us yet?
A bloke named Tracy was on the radio. He said it was all right for us to go ashore.
Oh, yes, that'll be Mr. Jeff Tracy. Well, you'd best go and drop that thing over the side.
You mean the anchor, milady?
Oh, do I? Well, yes, I suppose I do. Then we'll go the rest of the way by car.
Anything you say, milady. I'll see you downstairs in 2 minutes, then. Here you are, milady. I'll open the door for you.
Oh, thank you, Parker. And do drive slowly. You know how I sometimes get seasick when we use the hydrofoil on the car.
I'll go careful, milady. The sea's not too bad. Nice and calm it is.
Good. You may proceed, Parker. Open the garage door.
Yes, milady.
Can you see anyone on shore, Parker?
Only a big geezer with grey hair.
Parker, how many times must I tell you about that awful slang? That's Mr. Tracy.
Oh, sorry, milady.
Lady Penelope, it's good to see you again.
Thank you, Mr. Tracy. So kind of you to invite us to your island. From what you told me in England, I'm in for some surprises.
If anything can surprise you, I think it'll be the International Rescue Organization, Lady Penelope.
Now, Jeff, if we're going to work together, you must call me Penny.
Okay, Penny, it's a deal. Shall we go up to the house?
Up in, Mr. Tracy. Riding's better than walking, I always say.
Thanks, Parker. Say, Fab 1 sure is a great automobile.
We like it, don't we, Parker?
Yes, milady.
Here we are. Now, if you'll follow me, Penny.
Bring the luggage, will you, Parker?
Yes, milady. I'll have to make several trips. You brought a lot of gear.
Parker, when one's visiting, one tries to look one's best.
Yes, milady. Good job she didn't empty the other 4 wardrobes. The yacht would have sunk.
This is the lounge, Penny. I control most of the rescue operations from here.
Oh, really, Jeff? It's quite beautiful. And not a sign of a radio transmitter anywhere.
Yeah, Brains did a swell job. As you know, the organization must remain top secret. That's why everything is concealed.
Quite so. It wouldn't do for your little ideas to fall into the wrong hands.
Oh.
Do be careful, Parker. You'll crease some of my dresses.
Oh, sorry, milady. They're heavy. I dropped them. I'll go back for some more.
He's quite a character.
Yes, I don't know what I'd do without him.
Right. I'll take a look around, Penny. I want you to feel at home here. After all, you're now part of the organization.
Yes. Now, I understand our function is to provide means of rescue where all normal methods have failed.
That's about the size of it. You'll be controlling the British end of the setup, of course.
Oh, it all sounds terribly exciting. Do get up, Parker. Mr. Tracy doesn't want you lying about the place.
Oh, sorry, milady. I tripped over the cases. First lot, that is. I'll get some more.
As I was saying, Jeff, I'm thrilled to be included in your plans. Ah, those handsome young men are your 5 sons, I presume.
That's right. The portraits change to television pictures of them when they call in. At the moment, they're in their Thunderbird machines waiting for my instructions.
Now let me see if I can guess which one is which. Starting from left, we have John, Scott, Virgil, Alan, and Gordon. Is that right?
Exactly, Penny. I see you recognize them from their descriptions.
Now, Brains is the genius behind the inventions, and Tintin is the engineer.
That's right. And Grandma and Kirano, who is Tintin's father, complete the outfit.
Parker. Have you quite finished?
Yes, milady, they're all in there. Which one did you put the horse liniment in? I think I've bruised my shins.
Oh, the 7th one on the right, Parker.
Oh.
And please put it on outside. You know what a powerful odor that embrocation has.
Yes, milady. I try to hobble out onto the front step.
Wow, he's quite a personality. Now, how would it be if I filled you in on the more important details of the organization?
That would be excellent.
Fine. Now, take a seat and relax. First, I'll start with Thunderbird 5.
Ah, yes, the space station.
That's right. John and Alan take alternate monthly spells of duty up there. Above the Earth and with the computer equipment in Thunderbird 5, we can monitor every radio call from anywhere on the globe.
Oh, wonderful. So you're able to learn about a mishap almost as soon as it happens.
Yes, and if necessary, send our rescue craft into operation. Now, at the moment, John is in the space station.
Thunderbird 5.
Yes. Now, if he were to pick up a call for help and it appeared hopeless, he would contact me here.
Oh, I see. And that's when his TV picture would replace his portrait.
You've got it.
Where's that sound coming from?
The ashtray. Now, watch. I press this button, and it folds back.
A microphone. Fascinating.
Hello, Brains?
All the boys are in position, Mr. Tracy.
Thanks, Brains. We won't be long now.
Don't forget about the portable remote control console.
Yes, I hadn't forgotten, but thanks anyway.
Brain sounds very sweet.
Oh, he's a good guy. Clever, too. There's not much he doesn't know about mechanics and electronics. He was calling from the main workshop.
Who else knows about international rescue, Jeff?
Absolutely no one. Well, as far as we know, that is. There was a suspicion that a character based in the Far East knew something of the setup. Goes under the melodramatic name of The Hood.
But you can't be certain.
No. If he is aware of the organization's existence, he's keeping it to himself. So far, our security has been 100% on the ball. Now, here's Kirano with some tea.
Oh, excellent. And just at the right time.
Kirano, this is Lady Penelope. She's come from England to meet us.
It's a pleasure to know you, Kirano.
Welcome to the island, Lady Penelope.
Well, that'll be all for the moment, Kirano, and thank you.
He seems very shy.
Yes, he never says much. But a man couldn't wish for a better friend or helper.
Shall I pour the tea, Jeff? 1 lump or 2?
A couple, please, Penny. I'm a coffee man, really. We drink gallons of the stuff here. Now, when we've had our tea, I'll take you for a tour of the island. We'll show you each Thunderbird craft, and I'll explain its function.
Oh, that'll be thrilling.
I hope so. Oh, I mustn't forget that remote control unit.
You mean that awfully heavy-looking box in the corner? Oh, Jeff, you mustn't carry that around. I'll ask Parker to do it. Parker? Parker, where are you? Parker.
You called, lady?
Yes, Parker. Where have you been? Oh, never mind. Look, will you carry Mr. Tracy's little box for him?
Where to, lady? It looks heavy.
We're going on a tour of the island.
Cool. That's miles.
Please, Penny, let me carry it. I assure you I can manage it.
No, Jeff. Parker would feel most hurt if he couldn't help out. Wouldn't you, Parker?
Yes, milady.
Right, Jeff. Shall we go?
Sure. I think it'd be as well to use your car, if you don't mind. The installations are well spaced out.
Of course, Jeff. Come along, Parker. Don't dawdle.
Yes, m'lady. Come in, m'lady. Oh, this case of his is heavier than all her ladyship's suitcases put together. You'd think a geared-up outfit like this would invent something later for a bloke to carry.
If we could just stop here, Penny, I think it would be an ideal position to view the launch of Thunderbird 1.
Anything you say, Jeff. Very well, Parker. Stop the car, please.
Yes, m'lady.
Now, from up here, we can look down on my house and the swimming pool. I'll need my control case, Penny.
Oh, will you bring the box, Parker?
Yes, m'lady.
You remember seeing the lamps on the lounge wall with the scalloped edge carpet below them?
Yes, I remember.
Well, when Scott is called out on an emergency, all he has to do is to stand on the carpet, grasp the lamp brackets, and that part of the floor revolves on a central pivot. The other side of the wall is identical, and it appears as though Scott was never in the room.
Oh, I see. Well, your security arrangements have been well thought out.
We hope so. Once Scott is on the other side of the wall, a moving floorway takes him towards the nose cone of Thunderbird 1.
You mean there's a hangar next door to the lounge?
Next door and below ground. Thunderbird 1 stands 90 feet high, so you see we had to do a lot of excavating.
Here's your case, Mr. Tracy.
Thanks, Parker. So Scott arrives in the nose cone, steps forward to the controls, and as soon as he's put on his uniform, he's ready for launch procedure. Now, I'll just tune in the high-frequency receiver, and you'll be able to hear Thunderbird 1 moving towards the launch pad. You can't see it, unfortunately. There's a risk of radiation outside the nose cone. Okay, Scott, on your way. At this moment, Thunderbird 1 is traveling on his cradle down the slipway towards the launch pad. Right. Now, watch the swimming pool.
Oh, the pool's sliding to one side.
Yes, the whole basin travels beneath the patio.
Cool. There's a great big hole there.
That's right. And if you look below the level of the position the pool occupied, you'll see the nose cone of Thunderbird 1.
Why, yes, I see it.
Well, spite me.
Now, watch your eardrums. She's about to lift off.
Magnificent.
So Thunderbird 1, with Scott aboard, is away. If this was a real rescue operation, Scott would fly at 15,000 miles an hour to the scene of the disaster. Now, if we move to the cliffs on the other side of the island, we can watch Thunderbird 2 in action.
Parker, don't forget Mr. Trace's little box, will you?
No, m'lady.
Parker.
Yeah, I know. Bring Mr. Tracy's case.
As you will see, there is a house jutting out of that cliff face. Below the house is a plain rock wall. Inside that wall is the Thunderbird 2 hangar.
Oh, yes. I can see the cliff face sliding downwards.
Yes. Now, Virgil can reach his machine from the lounge. He crosses to the picture of the rocket.
I saw that one. It's a smashing photo.
Parker always calls paintings photos.
Well, Virgil stands with his back to the picture, and the entire frame pivots on a central horizontal axis until his feet are higher than his head.
You mean he's lying full length on the picture?
That's it. Then he starts his journey down a series of chutes and goes right into Thunderbird 2.
Oi, I can see a lot of green things moving along in that hangar.
Yes, that's Virgil selecting a pod.
A what?
Well, there are 6 pods. each containing special heavy rescue equipment. They move on a conveyor belt beneath the fuselage of the aircraft.
Well, what's inside that pod thing, sir?
Thunderbird 4.
God, that's what I call real clever.
Thunderbird 4 is our undersea rescue craft. Thunderbird 2 transports it at high speed, some 2,000 miles an hour, to any part of the ocean we require. You'll see what happens after that when Thunderbird 2 has taken off.
God, it looks like one big aeroplane now.
Yes, when the pod is in position, it completes the aerodynamic design of the aircraft.
Well, I'll be blowed. It's stopped now.
As it's so heavy, we had to perfect a ramp for it to take off. If you watch closely, you'll see part of the roadway open and rise to an angle.
It's climbing.
Ain't that something? The size of that thing. I never thought it would fly.
Now, when I give Virgil the word, he'll bring Thunderbird 2 in over the sea, and you'll be able to watch the launching of Thunderbird 4.
You can put Mr. Trace's box down now, Parker.
Oh, lummy. I was so interested, I forgot I was still holding it.
Control to Thunderbird 2. Proceed with Thunderbird 4 launch. Now, Virgil will bring the aircraft to a hover position just above the surface of the sea. Then the pod will drop down and float on the waves.
The pod thing's opening.
Yes. Launch rails slide out, and there... Thunderbird 4 slides into the sea.
Gordon pilots that boat, does he?
That's right. Like all the Thunderbird machines, the undersea craft is revolutionary in design and capability, thanks to brains. Right. Another little drive to the roundhouse, and the tour will be complete.
What an unusual house. It's got a hole in the middle.
Specially designed for our purpose, Benny. Below that house is Thunderbird 3. Alan is the pilot, or astronaut is a better title, for Thunderbird 3 is our spaceship.
And, of course, it can be entered from the lounge.
You guessed it, Benny. In fact, you were sitting on the couch which goes down beneath the floor, taking Alan with it. A trolley system carries the couch into the Thunderbird 3 hangar, and Alan is swiftly elevated into the control cabin of the spaceship.
Are you looking for this, Mr. Tracy?
Oh, yes. Thank you, Parker. Control to Thunderbird 3. Blast off.
It came up through the center of the house.
Yes. All our craft have to remain hidden. And that's why we've gone to such lengths to camouflage their hangars and launch pads.
Well, I'm truly amazed, Jeff.
I'm honored to have had the opportunity of including you in our secrets. Now, shall we return to the house for a spot of dinner? Kirano is an excellent cook.
That would be very pleasant.
Before we eat, Penny, I'd like you to come to the library. Now you're one of us, you must have our code signs and the other little essential details.
You have a rest, Parker. I'll call you if I need you.
Yes, milady.
My, what a lot of books you have, Jeff.
Yes. Brains does most of the reading. But this particular bookcase is mine.
I see. It conceals a safe.
Yes. Now, if you'll excuse me while I work the combination.
Quite a complicated system.
It is. Perhaps the most impregnable safe in the whole world. That's got it. Hey, what's this? I don't understand. The safe is empty.
Perhaps I can help, Jeff. Parker?
You call, milady?
Parker, you will put everything back at once.
Everything, milady?
Everything. I'm sorry, Jeff, but sometimes Parker's little talent comes in very useful.
Well, with characters like you two around, international rescue can't go wrong. No, sir. Thunderbirds are definitely go.